today.
And you follow this actual person,
Jacky Oh, DC Young Fly.
So when you follow people on the YouTube, and it's like one of us going.
I watched the show. Just like how people watch us. Mm-hmm. It's like we won't be on the news, but it's like you coming on here and saying yesterday
we won't be on the news.
We're not that famous.
Not yet. No, just kidding.
But you would have to come on and say something to the people.
Yeah, because they won't know.
Or I would have to say something.
In this case, they know because it's news.
You have to say something to your channel.
I don't even think I would be.
You have to say something.
No, I'm saying at the moment. Yeah. I would have to say somebody else in my family.
Go on and say something. Yeah. But DC Young Fly's the mother of his children, she passed away. So that's really sad.
And I don't know her, so it's just,
you didn't watch. Yeah, you don't watch.
I know DC Young Fly.
You don't watch the show
because he's like a
comedian,
a version of Chris Tucker, that kind of style.
Sounds just like he's Friday. He's gonna be in the next Friday.
He is.
They probably wanted him to play like Chris Tucker's son or something.
This is my son. Yeah, I'm proud of him.
He sounds just like
he could have. That would have been a good part.
Wilding out,
and he could have just introduced him. He could have just been a cameo.
No, he don't want to have nothing to do with the movie because of the
okay.
Chris Tucker. Okay. But DC Young Fly. I literally just watched her show. Mm-hmm. I watch her every week.
She has a YouTube
She
channel.
just took her daughters to see Little Mermaid, and she passed away this morning, 32 years old.
Look at her little babies.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Without a mom.
I was trying to tell you, look how young they are.
A young family.
Just wanted to start a business.
Commercial. But
so she has a YouTube channel, and she does follow. People follow her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watch her. And
how long you been watching her? A year or so?
I saw the first child be born.
And the first child is what? 3? Dang,
in that picture, like 4 or 5.
Okay,
4 or 5 years old. So it's really sad. Apparently, she went for a mommy makeover for cosmetic surgery.
Didn't Kanye's mom do that?
Kanye's mother went for a cosmetic surgery.
Like a tummy tuck or something?
Yep.
Or Botox or whatever they're doing
let's
now.
go back to it.
Oh, her little babies. Look at the one in her arms.
We're making it a whole thing. Going to see Little Mermaid tonight. Tonight is the release date. I actually got invited to the screening by my PR, Brandy. Shout out, Brandy. But
3 days ago.
Like, oh, we already bought these tickets. I'm about to go with my friends. So,
for expression for the things we like, but we stay quiet. Mommy, do you know that I'm matching Ariel?
You are how?
Because Ariel has a purple top on, and I have a purple top on, and she has a green tail. I'm trying to let them see my tail,
and Nova's so sweet. Yeah. She's so smart. I watched her since she was a baby.
Did everybody see my green tail?
Twins.
Okay,
I watched her be born.
Comment down below if you see my green tail.
Comment down below.
You have to comment. Comment.
So what do you say? I mean, it's like life. It just tells us that life is precious. It's that no matter what
and
age.
She's so funny. This is the new one. So cute.
And then she had a baby.
And she had a little boy.
Oh.
I was trying to get to where.
So we definitely got to pray for the family. DC Fly.
DC Young Fly. They all just went to see Little Mermaid.
Oh, get those out. Those are cute.
They got that. They bought those. Yeah,
oh,
as gifts.
Sweet.
All her friends.
Nala got this one. What do you want, Mom?
Invited people that, just extra people.
Great movie.
Let me see. That's him.
Look at that.
That's the new one.
Look at that.
I'm doing my makeup.
She's showing next morning they destroyed the kids.
Leave your sister's makeup alone. Give it back to her. Terrorizing.
So
Stop
Jacky
terrorizing your sister's stuff.
Wait, Mama, you gonna
Yeah. So, shout out.
All right, so that's just a little thing I wanted to put out to Jacky. I literally just watched her 3 days ago when she posted this. Mm-hmm. So you never know, and you hate that it was over cosmetic surgery,
like Kanye's mom, for something that that we take for granted. You would think, okay, was she ill? Was there a car accident? Was it a drive-by or carjacking? You don't want to wish any kind of way of them passing, but for some cosmetic surgery thing, you almost want to be so angry.
And he's the type of person, DC Young Fly, when I watch it, he don't care about stuff like that.
But she apparently does.
So that, and I think a lot of times people, which is going to bring us to the next story, people get so caught up on what people think about them, and they want to look a certain way that they feel like they got to keep up with everything.
Be happy with yourself.
And anytime you go under surgery, people need to understand you may not. That's why you sign all those papers.
People are even nervous to go under the knife, even for health reasons.
You may not make it out.
Let alone cosmetics.
Every time I go for a surgery, I always be like, okay, God, if I don't wake up.
I didn't realize how serious surgeries are when I started back watching Grey's Anatomy. Mm-hmm. And when I look at Grey's Anatomy and they'll have a patient and they're getting ready to do surgery on them, and they'll be under, breathing, whatever, and there's one person watching if the breathing is okay, and the hot blood pressure. They have all these things on you watching while the doctor or the nurse, whatever, gets ready to cut into you.
Yeah.
And they're cutting you like meat.
Yeah.
So your
body may not make it through that. Your body you don't know what's going to happen. Your heart could give out or anything. You could get a blood clot.
Yeah. While you're on the table. So I know this family is going to do a heavy investigation on how she passed.
And she posted this morning on her Instagram, hey, I'm on my way to my mommy makeover, and it's a picture of her with the doctor at the office. That was the last things we saw. Yeah. Somebody went into her account and deleted that stuff. Oh. So it just says she has a makeup line. That's her lipstick right there that she's wearing. She bought her own house. Her and DC Young Fly, they are in the process of getting married. Mm-hmm. She didn't want him to buy the house.
She wanted to buy it herself.
She wanted to buy it herself.
Okay.
So they have a big, beautiful home that she bought, selling her makeup and making money off of YouTube.
Okay. So they've been together with 3 kids.
Yeah.
So
met at Wild 'N Out. She was a Fly girl.
Oh.
And DC Young Fly is on Wild 'N Out. Mm-hmm. And so I know Nick Cannon is gonna say something, because he's close to all. They're close to all of them. Mm-hmm. B. Simone, Jessica Hilarious, all of them are all from Wild 'N Out. Mm-hmm. And I know all the comedians. I know the comedians gonna say something because they love DC Young Fly. Mm-hmm. So they probably gonna send condolences, and you just never ever know.
But the big thing that you looking at all of this, because I really don't know her. I know her baby's father,
right?
From the comedian world.
And see, I feel like I know her
so young
because I watch it, just like y'all watch us. You feel like you know the person,
right? If one of us don't come back,
so it's like I just saw her yesterday.
And I have to deliver the news, or Kim has to deliver the news, or my mom has to say I lost. It hurts because you've connected with them in some kind of way. None. Well, she wouldn't. I don't think so. She wouldn't know how to tune in.
If we both go at the same time, nobody's going to come back to this channel.
Our family members can say something.
No, they won't. They won't even know how to sign in. If y'all don't see us, we see y'all in glory. If we go together, who's going to come on the show and tell everybody? Nobody.
Life is precious.
So just
praying for comfort, praying to comfort the family, praying that there's going to be a lot of emotions.
You see how little the kids are?
I'm concerned about the little kids. They're losing their mom.
Yeah, they lost.
They lost their mom.
Who said goodbye this morning, probably. See you tonight.
So think about it. The little baby, okay.
Isn't he cute? I don't think he's going to remember.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You saw him.
The 2 girls.
The 2 are going to remember.
Where's mommy?
The older one, because my mom's dad passed away at this same time. So the little one, that's mama's age, She's not going to remember a lot. She'll
mama
remember
didn't
a little.
remember a lot with her dad.
But Auntie remembers.
Yeah.
She's Nova's age.
She's that girl's age.
She's the older one, Nova.
And
There's
she cried
Nova
and cried
and
and
Nova.
cried. Didn't she cry?
For what? Auntie? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, and the little one, the second one you saw, she'll remember something. She'll remember. That little one, I don't think he going to remember.
No.
So, little round head. Isn't he cute?
So, DC Young Fly.
Yeah.
Is going to need some support. With not
so
just
prayers,
the kids, but for spiritual support.
And
you said his family is a spiritual family.
Spiritual family. Just lost his cousin, and they took that hard. He took his cousin passing hard. Imagine this.
Oh, his girl. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
we'll be prayerful.
Everybody keep them in prayer. M Perk says, hi ladies, hi everyone. First of June, hit the like button. Mike is the first one on.
Where's your mic?
Now I can go cut the grass. Oh man, Mike.
You know what?
But he was the first one.
Okay.
All right.
As we were saying.
Yeah. And everybody hit the like button, just like Mike said.
Okay.
If you want to drop a super cash, you can do that too. Okay. A super chat or whatever that is. Emerald says, hey ladies.
Hey.
And then she said, okay, Mike, laugh out loud. Mike said, very sad for young mother to pass away. Yeah.
It is for any mother.
But it's so weird that we talked about that, because that brings us, in my opinion, to the next story.
They talked a little bit about her on The View as well. Mm-hmm. She's having issues, and I don't know why. I think because she's young.
She's young.
Because as you get a certain age.
Because she keep going back and forth.
If you get a certain age, and even in the entertainment world, you don't care what people say about you, your hair, your face.
You like, I'm 55 years old.
Who you married to, your kids. You didn't heard it all, seen it all.
Yeah.
She's still young and she's very sensitive.
Well, it says Lizzo threatens to quit her career over cruel weight jabs. Singer reposts a mean comment asking, how is she still this fat when she's constantly moving this much on stage?
That's just wrong. We used to always ask about people who are thick and heavy. I say fluffy. Doing some kind of workout thing all the time. And you're like, wow, they do this all the time. You would think they slimmed down by now.
Lizzo has threatened to quit her singing career after she was cruelly fat shamed online. The Juice hitmaker, 35. I didn't know she was 35.
I thought she was younger than
She older than Jacky Oh that just passed.
So she's definitely old enough to be a little bit
too old,
thick
35. I thought she was in her 20s.
Me too.
Left incensed after seeing a mean comment online from Arthur Laya, whatever, which read, how is Lizzo still this fat when she's constantly moving on stage? I wonder what she must be eating. Lizzo is known for being body positive advocate and a proud plus size fashion icon, launching an inclusive shapewear in 2022. Okay.
I do understand that, because you would talk about me. I like to eat.
Yes.
And I eat a lot of sweets and stuff too.
Yes.
I was working out. I was walking every day. I didn't really lose. I toned up.
Thank you.
But I ate so much,
but
it didn't balance itself out.
But even then, there's some people whose metabolism is bad.
Oh, I don't know.
And they still can't lose weight.
I just know when I was eating less.
Okay.
My calorie count, like you were saying.
Yes.
And doing the workouts.
Yes.
I started seeing the weight go off.
All right. So let's talk about this. As two fluffy girls, we'll give our input on this. First of all, if you put yourself out there, okay?
Like we have, because we've been called some names.
Oh, people always. You put yourself out there, people are going to make comments. Okay?
Especially the way you put yourself out there.
If you put yourself out there and you dress how you want to dress, which is what Lizzo does.
Show a lot of skin.
Then you are telling people, I love myself. I don't care what you say.
Exactly.
I'm going to love myself.
You have to love yourself if you wear less outfits to kind of still show yourself.
There are people who do nothing but wait to sit on the computer and make negative comments.
Okay.
You can post anything. I literally posted yesterday, hey guys, remember the days when the TV would go off and you would hear the Star Spangled Banner.
And there's snow.
Wow, those were the days. That was a great era. Oh, I had to get all kind of
Negative
that era. Black people was oppressed during that time. That era wasn't good for everybody.
Back in
I didn't say make America great again. Then I got some people didn't have television.
Oh my God.
Some people's parents couldn't pay the electricity. So we didn't have a television.
All of that from that comment.
Some people had negative life. And they couldn't even watch television.
And listen to the Star Spangled Banner in the snow.
Some people. Oh my God. Then there was people who said, you are an idiot. That was not a good era. That was a horrible time for people. If you like racism and all this other stuff. Then you had the people who actually felt it was a great post.
Made a memory.
It was a great post. Hey, I remember that. Remember when it was fuzz up like snow, and you go to sleep with that sound. Then there was people. Oh yes, remember when one TV went out? Your father put the TV on top of the other. Well, then you have somebody. Well, that's you. You had a father. All of us don't have a father. There are people she has got to learn. And she should know this. There are people, that woman who wrote that, why would she write that? Who is she talking to? To say, you're up there, boy, you're sure still fat. I wonder, because you work it out on stage, why are you still fat? Okay, let's dissect that comment for a section. Is she concerned about Lizzo? Is that why she typed that? Obviously not.
No.
Does she want to get a laugh from the people in the comment section? Does she want other people to read her message? Does she want to go viral? Does she want someone else to say, hey, I had a bumblehead thought in my head. How many of you other people have this bumblehead thought? Let's all team up on the fat girl.
But regardless of the motive,
there are people who are miserable.
Yeah.
These people have no one in their life. No one likes them. I guarantee you, if I can climb through the computer, because I'm heavy, climb through the computer
won't be able to.
Into their house, their families don't like them. Their kids, if they have kids, they don't like them.
They're not happy with themselves.
If they're with somebody, he's probably cheating or she's probably cheating. Nobody likes you. You're a bum.
But
you're a moron.
They talked about this on The View, and it was getting under my skin. Because those of us who are spiritual, whether you are spiritual or not, there is evil in this world. People always want to hurt people.
You always see that thing with the devil on one side and the angel on one side.
Why do we get bent out of shape?
Because
of mean comments.
You cannot get mad at people who are miserable
or mean.
I would understand.
Don't like themselves and don't like you
and don't even know you. If I was Lizzo, this would be the only time I would say I would quit. Is if somebody I actually cared about in real life said, you sure work out. You always on stage and stuff, but you still fat.
Yeah, how you work
that
out
would
so
hurt
much?
My feelings. Because that's a person who I know and I like and I...
because they know you.
Right.
Okay.
Why is somebody who you don't know, who knows nothing about you, hurt your feelings like that?
People you don't know. That's what Whoopi had to say.
She gotta stop that.
Stop being
Stop
so
it, Lizzo. She goes for a couple of months positive. Then somebody says something, or she gets a million emails.
She's depressed,
and then she's depressed and wants to quit. She's like Doja Cat. Because Doja Cat is the same way.
Whoopi was saying, she's in her age. That remember the time when they would call her ugly.
They still call her
even ugly. In the movie, you sure is ugly. She always was called ugly.
Yes.
Her hair was ugly. her face, even when she dated up out of her race. Oh, why he dating you? Oh, he ugly.
But she has got to stop.
Oh.
So people think that I'm going to be nice to Lizzo. I'm not. You cannot keep saying you are the face of fat girls, giving girls, the fat women,
now
able
you
to dance.
feeling like how fat girls feel
On the stage, letting women that's big dance.
Yeah.
You got a shapewear fashion thing. You got money. You got a boyfriend, for God's sake.
Thank
She
you.
talking about she gonna quit the business and just go travel with her boyfriend.
Some fat
You
girls
have-
don't have boyfriends.
You got all the makings of somebody who should not take what a stranger
Thank
says.
you.
So I'm not taking the kid glove. I'm not putting kid
And then
gloves
the
on
fact
with
that
her.
you wasted time in your concert to address
Thank you.
this. Come on, Lizzo,
Watch
grow
out.
up.
I am.
Get thick skin, girl.
Well, you should have thick skin.
Well, that people would laugh and say that.
Thank you.
But thick skin where you're not so emotional.
Thank you.
Every comment.
And that's low hanging fruit.
Jeez.
I was going back and forth with this moron in real life. You saw on Facebook, somebody who we actually know.
Right.
And he made a comment about my size. And I said, that's low hanging
That's
fruit.
easy.
You're a moron.
Can't think of
And then
nothing
I started talking about him and talking about how his wife can't stand how he makes love to her. She probably screams every time he comes in the room. And everybody in the comment section was laughing. Now, and I talked about he only had one suit. Now, this is a guy who likes to dress. So for me, he was bent out of shape because I said he had one good suit. And he's also ugly, but I never said that.
Right,
That's
right.
low hanging fruit.
Right.
Everyone online sees he's ugly.
Thank you.
Don't go after the quick joke. If you're gonna crack on somebody, crack on them. Now, if this person wanted to be an a-hole, then they should have said something else about Lizzo. Like, you would think that
Your
somebody
choice
would
of
know how to do
outfits,
your
you need to put your clothes
You
in.
would think somebody knew how to do your makeup or something. But the fat joke is low hanging
Where
fruit,
you get
buddy.
to hear this time from? Or
Thank
something,
you.
Something that can make people laugh. Go, oh, they laughed
But
at her
even
wig.
then, why do you guys out here? I watch stuff all the time. I'm always on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, all of that. I see stuff all the time that sometimes I want to make a negative comment. Like, why are you wearing that? Or what would you say that for? Or whatever. I don't say anything. Why do I have to say something? 100 other people are going to say the exact same thing. You think you writing that comment in there is going to make any difference?
Even if you did, who cares? The person you dogging out, throwing shade, talking about their mama, they baby, they face, they skin. Because some people are really mean when it's somebody that's handicapped and has a disability. They'll crack on that. Ooh, your child gonna look like you, and ooh, why you walk slanted.
Oh, people go on there and say they wish death on
but
people.
I don't
and everything.
understand why we in America, we in the country, in the world, think that all of a sudden we all gonna love each other and kumbaya moment. Do y'all not know that there's a real enemy out there, and his job is to kill, steal, and destroy whatever way he can do it? He wants to use people's insecurities and anger.
That's all they gonna do.
Ways to talk about you. So if you constantly go, ouch,
yes.
ouch,
And what you do is when you keep making comments like what Lizzo did,
Yes.
you let them know there's a chink in your armor.
Thank you.
You let them know that's where they can get me.
They found a weak
They
spot.
she up there dancing around fat. She really don't like she really don't like it.
Because why she ain't losing weight? Because she dance every day.
So not now, because she addressed it, and she's going to get 1 million more comments of people saying, I agree.
Girl,
why are you
come
fat?
on, be strong.
And then let me say this again. I've said it for the 150th time, and I will say it again.
Okay.
Quit thinking that all fat people have high blood pressure and cholesterol. I've seen some of the weakest looking, some of y'all that's thin. You look like if you fall, you would die.
A bone would crack.
You got all kind of diseases. You got venereal diseases. You got cancer, like how you had. You got all kind of stuff.
Right.
You in worse shape than me.
Yes. Some heavy people don't have high blood pressure. We assume that everybody.
But yet you assume what you have to understand. And I would say this and move on. I don't enjoy being heavy. I want to lose weight not only for health reasons, But because if there's a fire, I want the fireman to be able to pull me out of the house. My mother is heavy now. There's a difference if she falls on the floor.
Yeah.
And me and Lenore can't hardly get her up.
Thank you. Yeah, the heavier you are.
The heavier you are when you get older, it's hard to push you.
Yeah.
It's you crack every instrument that you sit in. And it's difficult.
But one thing that you did say that
it's for more than just high blood pressure and all that other stuff.
Before we move on, I wanted to go back to what you said earlier.
Yeah. What did you say, Mom?
It's like you let me fall at the end.
Oh yeah.
She always try to put her 2 cents in, and it doesn't even matter.
I did mention her though, so go ahead.
So you mentioned her name, and she rolls over. Is that my cue? Y'all want me to say something?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go back.
Go ahead.
But I like what you said about she at her young age, and as an entertainer and a wonderful entertainer, good singer, got some good music out there. You are a inspiration.
Yes.
To other women who look like you.
And just because you're heavy, I wanted to finish it.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you don't want to lose weight. But what you want us to do? Stay in the house?
Thank you.
What do you expect fat people to do?
That moment that utilize the moment that you're in to live.
Some of you are ugly. You're unattractive. I'm sorry, I'm telling you that. In the world's quote of what we say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, some of you will never be good looking. I don't care how much makeup you put on.
Yes.
Am I expecting you to stay in the house? No.
Because
some of the ugliest people are outside and they're in your face every single minute. That's the ugliest guy in the club is the one that comes up to you. The ugliest girl is the one that's going to want to talk to you.
Didn't the elephant man go out?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
He had his head covered though.
Yeah.
You can cover up and still go out
but
and enjoy life.
That's a disease.
No, I'm saying he still went out.
Yeah, he still lived.
Yes, he lived.
Even
with the defect that he had.
I watched Seinfeld and George was losing his hair. You know, he had the bald at the top.
Yeah, receding.
And he met another man who was losing his hair. And he was sad and stayed in the house. George said, live.
Oh.
Live till every piece of your hair falls out. Live. Live.
So, Lizzo, we hope and pray.
You're not. Every couple of months, she'll get back. She'll come back and say, all right, guys, I'm pumped up again. And then somebody will say something and then she'll go back down again.
That she gets inspired again. And please get off focus of the negative that's coming your way.
Thank you.
You're an entertainer. It comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Thank you.
So, okay.
Now, mentioning this, I didn't put the story up, but I wanted to say, briefly. Remember I told you the story today about the black lady who was sitting on the plane?
Yeah, I was wondering if you was going to talk about
I wanted to talk about it. I didn't put it up on the thing, though.
You want me to find it?
Hold on. The black lady who was on the plane, and she reads this white man's text.
Sitting next to him on the plane.
Reads. No, it's not it. Black finds out where her, I don't know.
What?
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Somebody did it on YouTube. It's going to be a commercial.
With GoDaddy, you can create an...
It's always a commercial. Okay, anyway. Oh, here. Okay.
It's about this TikToker travel vlogger that goes by the name of Tyler, the Creator. I'm assuming I said that right. Either Taylor or
this is JR Wisdom's channel, y'all.
Tyler, the Creator. She creates vlogs, she travels, and she does all these different interesting things.
Oh, she's the lady.
Wow.
I didn't think so. And speaking of, that, right? Yeah. I saw you, and I think that you're disgusting. Because everybody doesn't need to know. All your text messages.
Dang, I went too far.
Easy, but I don't see what all the fuss is about, because at the end of the day, let's just play the clip. Let's go.
You know what? I wasn't going to say anything. But I decided I want you to feel as uncomfortable as I do. And I want you to know that I saw your text messages, and I think you're disgusting.
What text message?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not going to repeat it because everybody doesn't need to know, but I want you to know that I know. I saw you, and I think that you're disgusting. You don't have anything to say to that, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. And speaking of, yeah, you should. And speaking of airlines weeding people out, maybe if they raise prices, you know, maybe you wouldn't be able to afford to sit with your family. That way they don't have to sit next to black people. Okay? Yeah. No, yeah, you don't have to be sorry to me. You're sorry because I saw it. But I want you to feel as uncomfortable as I do sitting next to you.
Okay, I am.
Uh-huh. You should be.
See, he's texting. Okay.
You said people had
I
different
saw
reviews.
several black people was upset that he was racist, and this black woman, he was sitting in the middle, and he sent a text to somebody along the lines, I'm paraphrasing it, I got to sit between this black woman and then I guess the old person or something. Mm-hmm. Or it could have been a fat person. It might have been an old person or whatever. And
we get that a lot too, the fat person thing. Dang, I don't got no room.
Maybe something along the lines of maybe if the ticket prices was higher or something along. I don't know, something along those lines.
Where you want to sit? Okay.
He wouldn't have to sit next to her. Oh. She can move. Okay. Racist comment.
Okay.
I don't care. He's racist.
I don't either.
Why are you reading his text?
That's the thing. When you first told me this story, my thing was first of all,
I went right to why are you reading his text?
And I'm surprised. And he definitely was the right kind of man to respond, because most people would have said, what the heck you looking at my text for? You looking over my shoulder. Now you in my private moment. You don't know what I'm typing. It's like,
and how am I racist? Yes, I'm racist.
Yeah.
But that's between me and God and the person I'm texting.
And my phone. That should be private.
If I'm sitting next to somebody on a plane and he texts, why did I have to get next to this fat lady?
Thank you.
She all on me. And I hate fat people.
And you looking going, I saw what you text.
And then have the nerve to tell him, I was looking, I saw what you text. And because I feel uncomfortable, you should feel uncomfortable. Well, you know what, fatso? You wouldn't be uncomfortable if you wasn't reading my text.
Because you wouldn't even know what
I would be smart. I'll be asking him if he want apple juice the whole way home and stuff. Sir, do you want something? And maybe, just maybe, at the end of the thing, he'll send another text and say, I was wrong to send that text. She was actually pleasant. And she wasn't even all on me like I thought she was going to be.
Good point.
I'm going to end. I sent you know what, Hazel? I sent you a text earlier. I really don't be around black people. But you know what? She was cool. She was all right. I thought she was going to be like Shaquana or something. She was a intelligent black lady.
We had a lot in common.
We ended up talking because it was something that went on in the plane. It was a joke. And I ended up she actually asked me where I was from. Mm-hmm. And I told her where I was from. Mm-hmm. And then we actually ended up having a little bit of, I shouldn't have wrote that to you.
But no. You had to look at what he's typing.
And then had the nerve to say, because I feel unpleasant, you should feel unpleasant.
Did nobody not even write
that? You shouldn't have been reading his text.
Nobody texted.
Nosy.
Nobody said that on that side of.
Everybody's going on the side of he shouldn't have wrote what he wrote. He's a
if he's a butthole, that's what he wants to write. He could be the leader of the Ku Klux Klan. That's not your business.
I don't care if you are a racist.
Oh my God.
You better not discriminate against me from getting a job or don't give me good service. If you able to put your racism on the shelf for a second and treat somebody with dignity, I don't care what you think about me when you go home.
Also, he texted that?
Yeah, he said you can't even send a text to your family about how unpleasant you people are.
Yeah.
What the F?
Yeah. And in fact, you didn't even change his view.
No,
you as a black woman, you made it worse. They
already say we complain about everything.
Thank you. The head rolling. I just saw what you text.
No, she didn't say it like that. She was intelligent.
I'm just saying as far as how I don't think that was intelligent.
She wasn't negative. I didn't think she was.
I think she had an attitude.
She did have an attitude, but she wasn't doing all this.
No, I'm just saying that when you came at me and told me this story,
right?
For some reason, I got in my head a woman with a suit on, she's a lawyer, and she's going on her way to do a case.
Even if she
would have said, you know what? I happened to look over your shoulder.
Right.
No, she had an attitude.
Okay, well, whatever.
I'm sorry.
But even if she would have said it the way you saying,
right.
You know, I happened
to look
wrong. Why are you looking over my shoulder? Why are you looking at my text?
Right. So I just felt like she's maybe proving it right how he feels about people of color.
I just felt like everybody was taking the side of him being offensive. And I just felt like she shouldn't have been looking at his text in the first place.
My sister and I, we've gotten to know and had opportunities to talk to white people in travels or whatever. They sit and talk with us. We laugh. They've even made a comment. I like you. It's almost like they want to say, you good. You a good black person.
I know.
The way you can kind of tell they're saying.
But we don't know what people say when they're at home. If a people could be a fly on the wall at all y'all houses, some of the stuff y'all say about other races, other people that are gay, or anything, somebody of another religion, heavy people, short people, people who you say not good looking. If people could be a fly on your wall, half of y'all would be canceled.
Thank you.
Half of y'all would be canceled.
She has a YouTube show, apparently. So
I don't like it.
She could be canceled herself.
She not, because everybody for her. What's she saying?
Oh, I'm sorry, like ma'am, whoever you are. I just disagree.
I disagree.
I get what you're saying.
Right.
It does make you feel uneasy.
Right.
To sit next to somebody that don't like you for your race.
Right.
I get that.
But it's
But I'm in a different world now as a person that I'm accountable as a Christian to love and to give people their space to be, because you and I could be talking about peanuts and then I change your whole view on how you feel about my race. Okay. And that's showing love.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, Sister Sledge, you messed up.
So I wanted to bring that up. I'm not pro what she did.
Messed up.
I'm not pro what she did.
Go ahead.
So everybody's saying hi to each other. Wendy says, hey, Queens. Hello, Queens. M. Perk says, good thing you didn't mention the white jet pilot and the touching of the face of God poem. You talking about when I did that the TV thing and people was negative. But people just negative.
Yeah. Now, speaking of negative, I'm getting ready to be negative right now. I don't know why. Poor man.
President Biden failed today, y'all.
Will that be more of that in the next election?
When I tell y'all old man Joe, and then they're going to spin the story talking about there was a sandbag on
Biden.
There's a sandbag in the stage. First of all, who puts a sandbag in the middle of the stage? So I don't believe that. And number two, people walking all across the stage. You the only one that fell over the sandbag.
Does this show him falling?
It shows him falling. And he fell not because he tripped over a sandbag. He fell because he was trying to run. Stop trying to run. You're old.
What was he running for?
You know how he is finished talking and then he's like, I'm going to get up out of here. No! Walk slow. No, he was done speaking.
Oh, play it.
All right, here we go.
I did not know.
And then he gonna point. Ain't nothing there. There's nothing there. This black man laughing. They laughing.
Wing, 10 shot. Mr. President, thank you for joining us today.
They gonna act like nothing happened.
You should have said something. Mr. President, are you okay?
Are you okay, Mr. President? Let's watch it again. I'm gonna watch it over and over again. Look at him. You see how he tried to do this?
And the camera followed him down to the floor. The camera didn't have to go down. The camera could have stayed up.
Now look at the people in the back. Let's watch it again. Look at the soldiers in the back. How dare they laugh? Watch this. They laughing. Watch this.
Wing, 10 shot.
Oh, wait,
Mr. President.
Right, let's go back. Now watch this. Look at the people in the back this time. Wait a minute, go up. Come on. Look at him. Look at this guy right there. Look at him.
He points at you bad sandbag. You bad rock. You made me trip. Remember?
Wing, 10 shot.
Remember we used to
Mr.
get,
President,
we
thank
get
you
mad
for
at the
joining us
item
today.
that made us fall.
If I was him, I would have said something.
You bad stick. You made me trip.
If I was him, I would have came right back to the microphone.
You stupid step. I fell off of you. Why would you do that? He points at it. Oh, I'm getting the cramp. Okay. Whew. Oh my gosh. But we do that. He pointed.
Yes.
You stone, you bag, you made me trip.
Mr. President, thank you for joining us
Why you
today.
keep showing this over and over? We want DeSantis to fall.
I want Trump failed one time, remember?
And his hair was blowing all over.
And remember he went up. And here's the difference between now. I don't like Trump, right? But the difference between the two, when Trump failed, he joked about it.
Okay.
He did make a comment about it, and he did blame the thing too.
Oh, see, everybody.
And he also, when he went up the plane and his hair blew,
yes,
he couldn't say he couldn't say no more than he had hair.
Yes,
he had to be like, "You got me,
you got me." you see my bald spot. Oh my God! Why do we point at the object that made us fall? Y'all fix that, and then you be mad. Move that step. Because you tripped on it. Now you mad at it. Move it out the way. I tripped on that. Okay, nobody else did. Just you.
I told you nobody else did.
Oh goodness!
Why would they have a sandbag in the middle of the
poor
stage?
Old man, they gonna follow him until.
If I was him, I keep telling he needs to lean into it. Lean into the joke.
With it. Yes.
Joke with it. Say, guys, there were presidents who couldn't even walk, that were in wheelchairs. God, for goodness sake, I'm old, 80-some years old.
Y'all think I need a cane? I could carry a cane with me.
There were presidents who were handicapped.
Yeah.
Who couldn't even walk.
Thank you. What was his name that held? He wasn't a president, but he held
Bob Dole
holding the pen.
He needs to lean into the joke and quit running away from it.
Yes, that's true.
Lean into it.
Oh, that was funny.
Say maybe I should maybe Kamala should stand next to me every time I do a speech.
And I can just lean on her so it won't fall no more.
When I'm with my wife Jill, I never fall. Jill will never let that happen.
My arm up and I can just keep focused.
Let's see how you guys move when you get 80 years old.
Thank you.
He needs to lean into that joke.
He's not like that.
He's not.
Obama was.
Obama would have fallen and went back to the microphone and said, all right, you got me. All right, I'm going to have memes.
I'm okay.
I'm going to have memes. Michelle probably out there going, I told him not to wear those shoes. I told him not to wear those shoes.
She be laughing too.
Michelle be laughing. When he make mistakes, the camera go to Michelle and she be like,
dude, I love it. Embrace it. Because you go get negative. Like we was telling earlier with Lizzo. Embrace the comments about you.
Yeah. He should have never said it was a sandbag.
I failed.
He shouldn't have said it was a sandbag. He should have said his shoes. I told him I didn't want those shoes.
Yeah, the slippery bottoms. Gosh darn it. I told my wife I didn't want to wear them.
I told Jill not to put me in those shoes.
And we would have been like, oh.
We would have been laughing.
Oh, see?
Or make a joke about the sandbag. If it really wasn't. Put the sandbag on notice.
One of the Republicans put that bag out.
Yes,
something. Gosh.
We're going to ship that sandbag out of here. That sandbag is out of here.
Somebody else got to fall on the other side.
And then it'll be a meme of the sandbag.
Oh, I tell you.
Something.
Yeah, so that was good.
They won't lean into it.
I know. He may talk about it later because this happened today. I don't know.
It happened, yes.
So we'll see. Give him time. It may be in his next speech, his next address to the State of the Union.
And that was a good fall, too. That wasn't a trip. That was a whole fall.
The fact is, it wasn't a fall where he got up quickly.
He couldn't get up quickly. He's too old.
He kind of stumbled a little. Y'all noticed they was incoherent. Yeah, our poor Mr. Biden. He's getting older. Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, you.
Oh, because you're going to talk about it too, but everybody's been talking on, they did it on The View, about that whole thing about the captured on tape when comb over with the classified documents. And you know the thing with comb over.
He kept saying he didn't know. No, he kept saying
he had back and forth.
He kept saying that he could declassify stuff and that he had the right to bring it home.
Right.
But on tape, he said something different.
Thank you. So he changes his story. I think if you start it, you may have to go a little bit, because I don't think they showed the wrong one first, and they had to tell the View people to correct it. So yeah,
they
go
showed
right
that.
No, they showed. Go back. They had two of them. They had two tapes.
Am I showing this or not?
Go to the beginning of this.
All right.
Yeah.
You thought you would shock me, didn't you?
They got the right one now.
You got the right one.
Did you ever show those classified documents to anyone?
Not really. I would have the right to. By the way, they were
What do you mean, not
declassified
really?
after. Not that I can think of.
Do you still have any classified documents in your possession?
Are you ready?
Do you?
No, I don't have anything. I have no classified documents. And by the way, they become automatically declassified when I took them.
Move on. There's some more tape.
Whoopi, one more of that. Just.
Okay.
Oh, this when Big Head tried to save him.
Yeah, tried to save him.
Imagine you ever saying, bring me some of the boxes that we brought back from the White House. I'd like to look at them. Did you ever do that?
I would have the right to do that. There's nothing wrong with it.
But I know you. I don't think you would do it.
Well, I don't have a lot of time, but I would have the right to do that. I would do that.
All right, let me move on.
He was trying to help him out.
He was trying to help him. Thank you. He said, I know you. You're my boyfriend. You wouldn't do that. He said, I would do that.
I would do that. He's so stupid. Hannity was trying to help him.
You wouldn't do that, would you? Not knowingly. Why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't I?
And if I did, Hannity, I have the right to.
Trump, I'm trying to help you out.
He's stupid. He said, moving on. Commercial.
Hurry up. Commercial.
Let's
get out of this. Stupid.
So then this dummy, he goes on tape. Trump captured on tape talking about classified documents he kept after leaving the White House. Federal prosecutors have obtained an audio recording of summer 2021 meeting in which former President Donald Trump acknowledges he held onto classified Pentagon documents about a potential attack on Iran.
Thank you.
Multiple sources told CNN, undercutting his argument that he declassified everything. He basically says in the tape, I know I'm not supposed to have this.
Oh my gosh. What is
now I want you to record this because we record everything.
I want you to record that I'm saying I'm not supposed to have this.
A moron.
Record me breaking into this safe. I need a recording. They need to record everything I'm saying. I'm going to break into this safe. You're recording this? I just want to make sure.
The problem that he has is that he has the Department of Justice, FBI, on his case. They never lose cases. They know. We were talking about how we was talking about spraying our house with the power sprayer.
Yeah, because we had some shutters
and then
done.
You turned on your computer.
I never looked online for anything regarding that topic.
We just talked about it. And you looked on your computer and there was a commercial.
No, an email.
Regarding power spraying.
In my inbox. Never heard of
it.
the
Now, how
company.
many of us have had that? We've all had that.
About the spraying of the house.
You thinking of something, you talking about something, and then all of a sudden it shows up on your timeline. The commercials show up
on the side.
It's different if you actually go on the computer and do it.
Right.
But you just talking about it.
Thank you. Big brother watching.
Your phone hears everything that you say.
Yep.
Your TV hears everything. If you got Wi-Fi and you got one of those things that you can push and say, go to channel, blah, blah, blah. It's always listening. So he's an idiot. If he don't think that the government, and you the president of the United States,
and I think
if you don't think they always listening to you, you are a moron.
Do you think too, we watched him in his younger days. He was a little bit more quicker, more, he was more alert. I think he's getting old. I think he's getting older and he don't even remember the lies he tells.
So we got two old people running for president. if he gets chosen, then we got a young whippersnapper who lies, DeSantis.
Who twists the words around because he's a lawyer. And he knows how to do it.
If you have never prayed in your life,
this is the time.
God has been telling y'all that this is the time. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter who the next president is. We are moving into uncharted territory here. Mm-hmm. And God is saying, prepare.
Yeah. For whoever is in
it
office.
Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. You have got to know his voice for your life and your family personally.
Thank you.
It doesn't matter who's president.
Because if you think about it, it's not even just our country. It's
world.
It's the world situations as well, which affects us. So everything.
You haven't seen as much movement from Russia and China in decades.
Yes. Yeah.
Since World War II.
The sleeping bear.
So if you have any sense in your head, this is the time to prepare, not only physically by having the things in your life and your house in order, like we just saw with Jacky Oh. God keeps telling us to get our stuff together, and we haven't done it yet.
T.D. Jakes was preaching about that because he was preaching about because we're Christians. A lot of times we're naive to think you can still have burials planned and power of attorneys, your 401k, who are your beneficiaries,
all
everything
of that
in place, an estate, all of your things,
a living
will, and people were saying, well, why you got to do that? He said, I don't know. No, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. I don't want to die.
Exactly.
But I want to be prepared when I do.
So you not only got to prepare physically, but you have to prepare spiritually.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to be at the point to where if you hear, tomorrow we World War III, you're not going to panic and go hide under the bed.
And you even give suggestions on prepping.
Yeah, we have a prepping channel. We'll pick that back up again.
Okay.
So I just thought he was just an idiot to have to go through that.
This may take him out. But again, I keep repeating what Whoopi says. He can be in jail and still become commander-in-chief.
He is going to run. He is going. Remember, his hair was thicker than that. Remember, he lost hair when he was president.
A lot of them do. A lot of them.
Obama said he aged 20 years.
Yes, he got more gray hair towards the end of his term.
So either one of them, him or Biden, they're going to be a skeleton as president. There's nothing left of both of them.
No, and this man, he may be going something dealing with his mind too.
And I watched today, Candace Owens. She has an alt against him. Remember, he shunned her at a party. So now, remember, she used to be his biggest advocate. Now she doesn't like his attitude. She says he has an attitude.
Now she's noticing.
He's changed.
Because he shunned her.
No, she said he changed. We've seen the same Trump.
The same Trump.
But to her, he's changed.
Now she's woke, what they say.
He wants people that only say yes to him. And when they don't say yes to him, he destroys them. He calls them names. And he makes people not like them. And they get attacked. Because he doesn't like them. He sends all of his people after the people he doesn't like.
So Bobblehead is changing her.
So Bobblehead is mad at him right now. I don't like this Trump. And you know what else, Trump? I'm paraphrasing everything she said.
Not my friend anymore.
You're the reason you're acting the way you're acting because you changed. A lot of mega people are going to vote for DeSantis. And he's going to win. And you're going to lose.
I don't like you anymore.
Because you shunned me at a party.
You hurt my feelings.
I was going up to say hi to you and you blew me off.
I am somebody. I supported you. Yeah.
But because I said one thing that you didn't like, I said I thought that shot was wrong. And you the one that passed us getting that shot. You didn't like that. You made it seem like I was going against you. So now everybody hates me because of you, Trump. You've changed.
Yes, he's the same.
You used to be a nice man. What universe was she in?
I don't know. She was from Mars.
His own wife said, if you hit him, he hits back harder.
Yes, bobblehead. Was your head bobbling the wrong way and didn't catch that? If you come at him, he's gonna come back
10 times harder.
Yes, boo. Okay.
DeSantis ain't.
Also about Trump.
What?
His wife that died in her book.
Mm-hmm.
He took her money after she died.
Oh, I'm sure he did. My mother said he took his ex-wife's money.
Wife?
Well, she really didn't have no money anyway. Probably was all his. Yeah, he probably said, "I gave you that money." Oh, from the book. She wrote a book. Oh, I'm sure he did.
Proceeds from the book.
He buried her in the backyard to get a tax break.
Okay.
So yeah, I just thought that was Candace Owens. All right, what's my next one? Oh, Bill Cosby.
He back in the
real
news,
quick,
y'all.
real quick.
Wow.
Bill Cosby faces new lawsuit from former Playboy model.
Wow.
A lawsuit filed after California temporarily lifts the statute of limitations for civil sexual assault cases. They probably lifted just so she can go after him. Bill Cosby is facing a new lawsuit from a former Playboy model after a new California law was passed that temporarily lifts the statute of limitations for sexual assault cases on the civil level. So this is civil. Okay. He's not going back to jail.
Yes,
she wants money. She wants to get that money.
Okay.
Victoria Valentino, now 52, claimed she younger than me and she looks older than me. Ooh. Claimed Cosby drugged and raped her in 1969. The model has previously spoken about her allegations against the comedian and even appeared at his sentencing in 2021. Valentino's lawsuit was filed on Thursday in Los Angeles County Superior Court. The lawsuit comes after California's Sexual Abuse and Cover-Up Accountability Act went into effect on January 1st. The temporary expands the statute of limitations for adult survivors of sexual assault. That's why she was able to get the lawsuit in.
Okay.
A representative for Cosby criticized the new law in a statement provided by Fox News. Victoria Valentino has skirted from town to town promoting her alleged allegations against Mr. Cosby to anyone that would give her a platform without any proof or facts. Andrew Wyatt said, "It's unfortunate that media has not vetted the inconsistencies in her many statements." Just because somebody say somebody did something don't mean they did it. Mm-hmm. He had enough people who they actually had stuff that said he did.
I know. A lot came forth.
So he's disturbed that the lawmakers pushed to get this thing up. It's probably gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be suing.
Yeah,
a lot of since they lifted that.
They're gonna milk them.
Yeah.
Okay.
What graveyard can Mr. Cosby visit in order to dig up potential witnesses to testify on his behalf? America is continuing to see that this is a formula to make sure that no more black men in America accumulate the American dream that was secured by Mr. Cosby. Mr. Cosby shouldn't have been suing drugging people. Don't she look old? She's 52.
Oh no.
She look older than me.
Yeah, she aged. Maybe what happened to her just
she looked like she about 65.
Brought her down. That's it. She was so depressed.
So that we alleged that happened to her. We don't know that really happened to her.
Allegedly, you're right.
So I don't know. At this point, anybody that says anything or comes out, you too late.
Yeah.
You should have came earlier when everybody else
bandwagon when all the other women were
right, but she couldn't, I guess, because the statute of limitations.
Oh, and now they opened the doors.
They
for
opened.
Her. She was waiting.
They temporarily lifted it so that she could.
She was waiting.
Yeah, she was waiting.
Okay.
So if it did happen to her, then go ahead, take his money. I don't know what he got left. I'm sure he still got a lot left. Mm-hmm. And if not, then it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Okay, real quick. Pastor Sarah Jakes,
his daughter,
reports wig falls off.
Oh no, that's the wife.
No, this is daughter.
Okay.
Wigs falls off during her sermon. She doesn't miss a beat. Look at this.
Y'all don't think this is my hair, do you?
Okay, go back to the beginning.
Child, my wig is up. Well, tell me about it. I don't care. Y'all don't think this is my hair, do you? I really don't care. Because none of this is really necessary.
What it takes? Do you think the woman with the issue of blood cared about her hair? Do you think the woman with the issue of blood cared about what she looked like? The woman, all right, I'm about to take it off.
Go ahead, girl.
It It ain't never.
You go, girl. She Sarah Jakes.
She took her wig off too. We gotta get out of here.
They all start taking their wigs off.
Go ahead, Sister Sledge.
Other women start taking their
She
wigs
would be
off.
the one that would, because I followed her ministry, and then even the anointing that she has in her life, even like her dad, she would pull it off.
Yeah,
what she just did. Yes, she would try to cover it,
and she right. You think the woman who had the issue of blood cared about her hair?
Oh, let's not even go there.
And you remember, if I read the story correctly, wasn't people like trying to get her away and shushing her, like move away from him? And she didn't care if she could only get to the bottom of him,
pull his
because she couldn't even get to the top because everybody was surrounding him.
But think about the number of years, because you even had a similar.
Yeah,
where a number of years of losing blood, you're weak.
Yeah,
that weak, you're anemic. Is she probably like? Yeah. Do you think she cared about her hair being on the side or whatever, twisted and smashed her face, or no hair at all? So yeah, that would be a Sarah Jakes move.
So she took it off. She don't care.
Yeah, and had the stocking cap thing on.
I had the stocking cap on.
Okay, girlfriend. I've been there, done that. I've pulled when one has fallen
Not
off.
during your message or nothing, have you?
One of my not messages. It was something singing. Yeah.
Something fell off when you were singing? Oh, you said your ponytail or something.
That was, the ponytail fell off and I kicked it to the back.
Yeah, you're right.
Kept on singing.
I told you that lady on TikTok she was getting happy and her wig fell off and she tried to like she passed out. And the whole front row was laughing.
See,
because they was like,
she knew she was losing it.
How you gonna get happy like that? And all of a sudden, and you fall out.
And then, of course, there's gonna be people criticizing her.
Yeah,
watch, like you said, they was criticizing.
It's gonna.
You say Jesus is coming back. How you know he coming back?
Oh no, I thought you were talking about her hair, taking her wig off.
No, I'm like you said.
Yeah.
Anything you do is going to be
criticized.
Why
would you rip your wig off like that? You should have just stopped and put it on right.
That's
correctly.
Not professional.
That
wasn't God.
And you took away the story. People wasn't even thinking about what God. They was looking at your hair. Yeah. And maybe you should wear a wig.
Yeah,
God wants you to have natural hair.
Natural hair.
That's what you get for wearing a wig.
Oh, I tell you.
Or the other way. You should have had somebody. Who was the person that did your wig?
Yes, fire them. Because they didn't help you keep it on tight.
Well, they should.
It needs to be shout proof.
Any black person worth their gold as a hairdresser knows that a church woman, her hair has to be shout proof.
Right, you got to do a little shake and just.
And she wasn't even shouting, and her hair fell off. She wasn't even shouting, and her hair fell off.
I know.
So
must have had a real slick inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Polo G. I'm just mentioning this real quick. Polo G, remember the rapper we said got Donkey of the Day in the past? Charlamagne the God gave him Donkey of the Day because he said he could walk around with no security.
Oh, yeah, that's him. Okay.
Of course they caught up with him, TMZ.
Because he was carrying a weapon, right?
No, he says he has a thing on his.
Okay.
And remember, Charlamagne said his mom don't play that. She's smart. She's a good manager. And I've seen her on other stuff. She real good.
Okay.
Well, apparently TMZ caught up with him and said, what do you think about being called Donkey of the Day from Charlamagne the God for saying what you said? Oh. He said he was right. He said, I was just joking. No, I wasn't being for real. He was for real. He was saying he was joking. No. And then today, Charlamagne the God said they played that for him. And he said he was just looking out for me, which he was.
Okay.
So then today they played what he said to Charlamagne. He said, that's all I was. I said he's an intelligent man. I was looking out for him. Don't be stupid like that. And then I gave credit to his mother. He said, she actually called. Said, I'm going to take care of that.
She did.
Oh, yeah. She called Charlamagne. I'm going to take care of him. Polo.
You don't go around saying.
She's smart. And she's like, I didn't raise you. You're a rapper, but you're not stupid.
Yes. That was a dumb comment.
And he's an intelligent rapper. He's not stupid.
And remind people what he said.
That he don't have to walk around with no security. He carries a gun on him.
Thank you.
In another word.
So you telling people you carry a piece on you.
And you saying you don't walk around with security.
Thanks, Mom. Take care of it.
So he said, I always walk around with security. And that was just, he said, I was just being funny. I don't know. He's young. Okay. He's young. Okay. So that brings me to today's Donkey of the Day. Okay. You always want to know Charlamagne the God's Donkey of the Day.
Okay.
Okay. On the Breakfast Club. Well, New York City lawyer admits that he used ChatGPT to file a bogus court document. Now, remember we said people are using Chat GPT to write their papers. We talked about John Morant. He used it to give his apology. People use it for fake pictures.
Right.
Everything. This thing is going crazy.
Yeah, they talked about
AI
this
is going
yesterday.
crazy.
Yes.
Well, this lawyer was a respected lawyer for 30 years. His name is Stephen Schwartz, an attorney with a firm, they named the firm, came after he asked Chat GPT to find cases relevant to his client's lawsuit. Only for the bot to fabricate them entirely. He used those cases and walked in front of a judge and said, look at case number blah, 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 and case blah, blah, blah. He had a whole list of cases. Well, when the people that the admins, that's in the court looked up the cases, they weren't even real cases.
Thank you.
So he had to admit that he used Chat GPT, and that's where he got the message.
And that's dangerous, especially in the legal field.
Imagine that's your attorney who you pay to go through the books, and he decides he wants to go to Chat GPT and just throw your case in.
It was almost pretty much he was Googling it. Google this, Google this. Be careful with that.
All cases were completely made up. The court is presented with an unprecedented circumstance. This has never happened. Now we got AI now, wrote the Manhattan federal judge. May 4th document, first reported in the New York Times on Saturday, calling Schwartz and this other person to appear for a June 8th hearing to face possible sanctions over the eyebrow-raising filing. 6 of the submitted cases appear to be bogus, the judge said. In a sworn affidavit filed last week, Schwartz admitted that he used Chat GPT while compiling the paperwork for his client. The signed mea culpa went to say that Schwartz was unaware of the possibility that the Chat GPT's content could be false. This is uncharted territory.
Right.
What happens if you are
our laws haven't caught up to
What if you are a lawyer and you look online or Google and you say, give me some cases, and you look up the cases and you use that, and then they find out that that's false or those are not good cases? Do you get in trouble for that because you did your research? Do you have to research from a law book? Or can you research from somebody else's research? What if that other person's research is wrong?
Because my question is, even with let's just say real cases or bogus cases, if the cases are on a certain a situation that happened and there's a law that is referencing that case, is that considered I got information to help guide me with how we want this gentleman's case to be, even though it could be bogus or whatever? Right. It is including the law, and the law is true.
But you cite,
can he get away with that?
No, because you cite cases to show that other judges went your way. So it helps a judge out.
Well, the reason
another judge will say, "Oh, in that case, that judge chose that." Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of
and I didn't know that was. I didn't know that
you
he
could do that.
Needed to do that in case, because usually when they have to present the case that they have at that moment.
No, but you can use other cases to make your argument stronger. You could say, Your Honor, in case
this one won, this
in
one
this
won,
case, it's similar to my client's case. The dog jumped over the fence and bit my client. The exact same thing happened in this case, and the judge said the dog was wrong. That sways kind of the judge going, okay, that's similar to here.
Well, that's going to make
then here's the law.
That seems like it's going to make the courts have to work harder now, because if some other knucklehead does what he does,
exactly.
Now you got to have a team, an administrative group to go, let's check out your references before it even goes to the judge. Because the judge can't take all day or a length of time to check if your references are right.
Or check your own references. Use Chat GPT. That's fine.
Okay, do some real cases.
Because it said that some of the cases, 6 of them was wrong, which means some of them was right.
Okay.
What I would have done is I would have used Chat GPT, and then I would have had my own law clerk go through and check these cases that Chat GPT wrote and make sure that those are good. Because it would have taken them less time to do that than to go and try to find all these cases.
What caught them up with this, though? Did the judge
They found out that the admin.
Did the judge swayed with those cases that he brought?
No,
to
he
him?
went against him because he shouldn't have used ChatGPT.
Oh, he knew
and
that.
so they thought he was trying to falsify information to the judge. And then another person came in and said, this man has been a lawyer for 25, 30 years. Mm-hmm. He's never done that in the past, Judge. Mm-hmm. I really believed he thought those cases were
real because where he got them from.
So the judge is saying this has never happened. This is uncharted territory. Mm-hmm. M. Perk says the lawyers try to demonstrate presidents. Yes, that's what I was saying.
Okay.
Like this is what's happened, or this is another judge has said this, or this is not the first time this has happened.
He
so
is truly,
there's a law that you could use to go for my client.
Kind of like what Sonny and them were saying, because they talked about that yesterday as well with the whole AI thing. Mm-hmm. Sonny said, first of all, with 30 years of being a legal person, he should be ashamed of himself.
Exactly.
Because this is not, she said, first year law school and lawyers teach you to check your references. That's common sense.
And in my opinion, ChatGPT is a reference.
Check it.
Even though
reason, I don't know why I keep going back to when it comes to AI.
We trust our calculators.
I know. And this was the beginning of that computer time when you think of Hidden Figures. Remember, they was just starting to use them.
Oh, yeah.
So they probably not now.
And it was wrong.
Where right now you really trust them. But at that beginning stage, you didn't, because the numbers were off. And she, having a brilliant mind,
used it herself.
Used her human reasoning.
Going forward,
but now people trust.
You don't have time. If you go to McDonald's and the whole restaurant is run by AI, I'm not expecting a mouse to be in my burger. I'm thinking the computer, you know what I'm saying? Like the computer put it together.
But how would they can't control a mouse being in the place of business.
A human could. A human would see that mouse and be like, what is that?
And it's going near food. I don't know, y'all. This whole AI thing, you got to be
like we
careful.
said, you trust calculators. You trust your computer. So what if the computer's off? Or what if something's wrong?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. He's saying that's why he's concerned about AI.
Yeah.
Because we depend so much on it that we start to be lazy. These kids today are lazy. We had to do long math out. I don't even know if they can anymore.
Sarah did.
They use their calculators.
Sarah on The View, she did mention yesterday when they talked about this. She's saying, you guys, we need to pay attention. If you have your richest, smartest people saying, be careful.
Be careful.
They're smart.
All of them.
Saying,
the richest people, the smartest people, the scientists, everybody's saying,
whoa,
be careful with AI.
Let's go slow on this. We're moving too fast.
You're moving faster than we are. Mm-hmm. If the kids can't even write and they, you know what I'm saying, cursive, and they use calculators, why are you pushing a machine to do all the math? These kids, this next generation will rely totally on machines.
Whoopi was saying she don't want Series or nothing in her house. She said the fear that I can be locked out my own home, that computer can go even against me.
They have now where when they deliver your packages, is it FedEx or UPS or whatever, one of them, you can unlock your door for them to bring your package and sit it in the foyer and then leave out. What if that same mechanism says, I don't want you to leave the house?
She said, I can't do computers like that. I can't do AI scares her, she says. She don't have nothing serious. And
she was on Star Trek.
And that's what she said. She said, think about science fiction. She's a science fiction queen. That's why she said it.
I was going to say.
Oh, she loves science. She said, I watch too much science fiction to be like a computer. And Sonny was like, but no, it'll raise the shades for you when you say shades.
It does. It does.
Shades lower.
No, and the lights. But think about, there's positive and negative.
Yeah.
Think about a senior citizen.
Yeah.
Mama, every night, can you come lower my shades? Can you come close my shades? Can you come close for shade?
And if AI,
don't you say that every night, Mom?
If you in
Can you come up? Lenore, can you turn my light on? Lenore, can you close my shades? Kim, can you take my water off the refrigerator? Lenore, can you close the shades?
Thank you.
You know what? I'm going to close the shades today. I feel pretty good today. I'll close the shades. Ma, you want me to close the shade? No, I feel pretty good today. I got this. I'm going to get my water off the freezer too. But every tomorrow, Lenore, Kim, can you close the shades?
But AI.
Kim, I'm cold. I want to take a bath. Can you bring the heater in here? But with AI,
Siri,
can you heat up? Siri, can you close the shades? Siri, can you get some water for me? Siri, we stayed in a hotel. The robot brought us towels. And soap.
Does not compute. It was a little robot with a little round head.
And knocked on the door.
You lift it up.
I opened the door thinking I was going to see a human being.
It was like, wait, you know how they look up and go, oh.
Lift my helmet for towels.
And then we lifted it up.
And had snacks.
Yes, a little container underneath. And we got some.
Do you want to order something from the kitchen? We'll bring that right to you.
And then he backed up and turned around and went to the elevator. I'm like, wow.
Robot.
A robot. Yeah.
So there's pros and cons.
Yeah.
You in a hotel, it take 20 years if you want extra towels. I'm
the
only one at the desk. I don't want to have to wait. I'll bring them to you. Can you come down and get them?
But
I just got so much going on.
But think about this. Somebody can hack into that computer, go and take your jewelry and your purse and go back out.
That's true.
Who hacked into the computer? It's easy for some people to do that.
It's pros and cons.
That's scary.
But there's pros and cons.
Yeah. But our technology, our laws need to catch up with the technology. And this lawyer thing is opening doors.
I don't have a problem with the lawyer using Chat GPT.
Okay.
But just like you check your sources, he should check the sources.
Yes, please do before now.
Because think about it. You the person, it's a murder trial. And you're on trial you're the person that's the defendant. Mm-hmm. And they say you killed somebody. Mm-hmm. And your defense attorney says, I got this. Mm-hmm. Not only are we going to use real people in the office, but we're going to use an AI and a robot. We're going to pull up about 15 million cases that show, or different circumstances that we can give to the judge to show that you didn't do it, or you couldn't have done it, or just whatever. Maybe you was at this place, and the robot says, the AI says, it's impossible physically to get from point A to point B. It's physically impossible.
But my question,
so she couldn't have done it, Your Honor.
So my question goes back to the bogus information. Where did that come from? Who put that bogus information in?
It was programmed. It was programmed. That means that AI can put it together and put wrong cases together. It's still in a learning capacity. This Chat GPT.
That's scary. Okay.
It's still in the learning capacity.
Okay. So it's like Hidden Figures when the computers was first coming out.
It's first coming out.
They were off with numbers.
They're gonna tweak him, but it's gonna get better in a year. It's not even gonna take a year. Wow. They're gonna tweak these things. And they're going to get better and better.
Okay.
So they better. I'm telling y'all, even though I think we'll be gone by then, because I'm 55 and you 60, we'll be gone by then. But I feel like in the future, way in the future, it may not be that way. I think computers and robots are going to want to get rid of humans. Because we're going to program them to make anything that's destroying this earth, to destroy it. And it's not going to take too long for the computer to say, you're destroying this earth. So you got to go.
That's scary. But then isn't it one you can blow them up?
How? With what?
You can blow a computer up.
What you going to blow them up with? A bomb that's a computer?
A bomb.
A bomb is a computer.
No, you can get those bombs. Who
going to have it? What you got?
That thing you pull, the thing that the army guys throw. Grenades.
Oh my God.
People going to be blowing them up.
So you actually think you could take a grenade and blow up something that's probably made out of steel.
Terminator.
It's gonna be made of steel. Like you he probably gonna laugh at you. A person. You might be 100. You might be 100 back then.
I'll blow you up, Megan.
By then you'll be 100, and you'll be taking you'll have a what you call it, the thing. And you gonna throw it, it's gonna hit the robot's head and he gonna be like this.
No.
I'm made of
We'll find
chromium steel.
You
doofus.
We can't be. Here's the thing. Man can't be that stupid to make something that he can't destroy. Think about it.
Terminator. Haven't you seen all the Terminator movies?
Destroyed it. Remember he went into that thing?
He went into it. He went into it.
I know, but it was that what is that gas stuff?
But he decided to go in. They didn't push him in there.
I honestly don't think a computer cannot be destroyed if we create it.
All right.
Wow, that's deep.
Keep thinking that thought.
That's science fiction.
Keep thinking that thought.
I think Wendy told us how Megan.
This girl said she gonna throw a hand grenade at a computer.
I'm gonna do that flame shooter on him.
And as you doing that, he gonna be like, I'm made of material that can withstand a galaxy falling on me.
I wonder what
I'm the same material that they make spaceships that go out of space, and you gonna throw a hand grenade at me.
I wonder, in all honesty, because that's computer world, AI, computer, loaded, uploaded, programmed. We those of us who understand the supernatural and the human, the world's fighting. Supernaturally, I know it can still be controlled because supernatural is in control. So I'm thinking in those situations, we probably won't be here because you think, oh my God, could supernatural
that'll probably be during the Antichrist
supersede a stupid AI machine?
I think that'll be during the Antichrist.
People
remember the Tom Cruise movie when the aliens came and then they was trying to hide and they threw them things in there. There was those little things and they go up to your eyes and see if you're the right person. They open your eyes up and then see if you're if you're not the right person, it'll jump down and keep moving. That's probably gonna be during Antichrist. They're gonna have a million. They like bugs. They gonna be like roaches all over the place. So Christians talking about they hiding. You can't hide. Oh, they gonna be coming at you like this, lifting your eyes up. Okay, no, you're not it. Okay, move on.
Take me to heaven, Lord.
Thank you. I hope I'll be gone by then.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So that was it. Don't forget that we have our book, 100 family-friendly jokes. The link is in the description. Don't forget to like this video. That's the only way that the computer, the AI, knows that we're here.
My phone died.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also join one of on our social media, our clubs, so you get a lot of good benefits. What else? That's it. Always believe. And that was another Woods Report. Hold on. See you later.